All right, welcome back. Millions of Americans are still left without electricity or heat following the deadly snowstorm that struck the nation this week. Almost 3 million households in Texas left without heat and freezing as late as yesterday, freezing temperatures, of course. But Texans are now left to face an even bigger challenge in the future. High utility prices. The Lone Star State operates an independent power grid separate from the rest of the country. And yesterday, wholesale prices in Dallas and Fort Worth skyrocketed from $26 per megawatt hour to almost $9,000 more than 300 times the normal value. So 300 times what they normally are, up to $9,000 per megawatt hour. I think I'm reading that right. I'm no math whiz, so forgive me. But the question lingers. Will the Electric Reliability Council of Texas, also known as ERCOT, raise prices to prepare for similar events in the future? And what about the prices for Texans when things get back to normal? Let's welcome in Seth Denson, healthcare analyst and author of The Cure, a blueprint for solving America's healthcare crisis, also a native Texan. And Seth, we're glad your power is back on. And back with us again, national affairs columnist for the National Review, John Fund. Great to see you, John. All right, so Seth, how you guys doing? Everything okay down there?
You know, we're doing fine, John. Thanks for asking. I mean, we've been fortunate here where I am in that we've had limited loss of power, unlike many of my neighbors, unfortunately millions of them, who've seen a significant loss during this time. And Texas just isn't built for this. We're built for heat, not cold. And so homes here are built differently. They're not built to withstand. So many people are waking up as they're thawing out to broken pipes and even in some cases worse situations. We've had some lose their lives.
It is sad and deadly, and apparently a lot of this is due to the fact that there was not, winterizing done on a lot of the, infrastructure there to do the power. Seth, when you see the reports of prices for power and energy going up, could this have been prevented, and what's going to ultimately happen here for Texans?
Well, I don't know that there's any question it could have been prevented. Matter of fact, after 2011, we had a similar event down here, and there was research done and advice given to learn to winterize. This is a combination of multiple problems, though. One was the lack of winterization. These companies didn't take their own advice. But secondly, Texas prepares for the summer in the winter, so a lot of these refineries go offline to make sure that they're prepared for the heat. And unfortunately, we were offline. You do that, you lose power. How we pull new natural gas out of the ground is through power. Because we have an ample supply, we don't store it here like many other states do. We just pump it out of the ground and use it. Well, you can't pump it out of the ground without power. And so this was a combo snowball, if you will, pardon the metaphor, effect here. But certainly I think heads are going to roll when all is said and done, because we shouldn't have had this happen.
Yeah, John, heads are going to roll, and of course, we always have to say we're just speaking rhetorically here. No literal heads are going to roll. But, we got Ted Cruz coming back from Mexico right now. He's taking a lot of heat. Greg Abbott, facing a lot of questions right now. There's all this blame game about, fossil fuels versus renewable energy. How do you see the politics of this playing out, John?
Well, people in Texas are going to have a lot of splaining to do. They were planning that this kind of cold snap might come once in 100 years, but they planned, and their actual precautions were based on once every 10 years. Insurance companies would never have allowed that to happen. Insurance companies take a lot more precautions than the energy bureaucrats in Texas. But secondly, I do think, though, even though only about a third of the lost power was from wind going down, we have to look at how the enormous federal subsidies on wind power distorted the market and basically made it uneconomical and did not encourage the wind companies to protect their equipment and to have generators and others that would step in a cold snap like this. So the lessons are all around and all for everyone. But we do have to revisit not only the Texas grid predictions, but also, of course, the wind power subsidies.
All right, Seth Denson, John Fund, thanks so much, guys. Great to talk to you. Seth, stay safe down there. Our thoughts are with you guys and the rest of Texas as well. Take care.
Thanks, John.